We're back with another one. This one's going to be pretty much me just finishing up the little things I had to do with the motor and get it ready to put in the car, since the last portion was me doing all the painting and stuff like that. Um, this was just me, like I said, finishing the motor, having it ready for when I had gotten all of the pieces back on the car, including the brake lines, the rear, all that stuff put back together. Um, I'll show that video next of me reassembling everything in the body and then dropping the motor in. But right now, this will be pretty quick. We'll just run through this one real quick. So I did get a new timing belt. It's probably the third time I've done this whole, putting the timing belt on there, torquing it down, getting the right tension, and torquing it down. But I have an old Gates on there that I had initially, and I just decided to since I rebuilt the whole motor, just buy a brand new timing belt, OEM timing belt. That's what I ended up putting on there. So all I'm doing is lining everything up and torquing her back down. So simple. Here's me using that hand torque wrench there. I think it's like 30 or 40 inch-pounds or something you're supposed to put that at. And then torquing down that bolt. Of course, you have to hold it, that way it doesn't move, so that's why I had the little quarter-inch ratchet on there. And then just checking that tension on there. Not too tight, not too loose. And the good old paint pen to mark down the torque bolts, that way I don't forget what was torqued. Alright guys, I got the timing belt torqued down, tensioner torqued down, timing belt's on there. As you can see, all the timing marks are lined up, so everything's good on that. I did decide I'm not going to put the timing covers on yet, because I got the little guards that go back behind the cam gears. I'm actually going to powder coat those, so I just finished blasting those in the cabinet. But I got some new powder here from Prismatic Powders, the same company that does Cerakote, which I also ordered from Cerakote to do my turbo manifold and whatever else I want. So I got some new powder here. It's just a satin black. I think I'm going to use that on them, and I will attack that later, not today. This video right here is just, I'm going to end up tipping the motor, and basically I just pull off the oil pan. I didn't show myself putting down the silicone RTV and torquing everything down, but just cleaned everything up. I threw a little bit of more oil in there before I put that pan on there. You see me with the little gun on there, and now I'm using the crank to turn everything over just to make sure everything's all lubed up. Ooh, here's the goodies right after this. So this is my intake manifold, what it looked like beforehand. And then these are all the radium and the FIC injectors I had. So I got a full radium fuel system with a single Walbro pump and FIC 1200 injectors, the high Z's. And there's a fuel pressure regulator there, the FPR, the dampener here. I also got a Omni 4-bar map sensor, and then the fuel pressure gauge. And then this is just me assembling that intake manifold to the block. I'm just skipping through all this. This is all basic stuff. I mean, if you work on cars, you know how to do all this stuff. Basically, I just finger tighten all those stud nuts and then put the bolts in, screw them down a little bit, and then at the end here I torque it all down. Basic. Rewind. So she looks like all torqued down and on there. Oh, it looks so good without all the EGR and all that on there. That intake manifold just looks so much cleaner without that on there. And that's her all finished up, ready to be put in the car. The motor side looks great.
When I pan over to the transmission, you can see how nasty and ugly it looks from that bit of corrosion. And I have since then, I've had to drop the transmission back out of the car, and I'll have that in a later video. But it looks 20 times better now because I Cerakoted it with transfer gray, so it looks way better. But just a few pictures. Again, that's the intake manifold with all the crap on there, and then with all the new radium stuff on there, and the EGR and evap delete. Then I got a whole new water or coolant pipe there, and I just painted it with a high temp paint. That way it looks nice and doesn't rust. So that's pretty much it. That's a quick one for today. Like, follow, comment below, and I'll see you guys later.